10 will be a bit too much. I really loved him, but I'll give him a 9.
Reece James has no business as an inverter. He has no business there. You know, he's a beast when it comes to.
McGill had his first Chelsea goal yesterday. Yeah. Amazing. And also, KDH had his first Chelsea game in this game as well. Guys, we are excited to be, coming your way again on the Blue Podcast. And this time around, we're going to be analyzing individual players and rating them and rating their performances in our game against Club America. All right, and I'm super excited again to have on my left, Snap is in the building.
Me, myself, a 9.
Snap is an exclusive photographer.
Yeah.
Top photographer. Yeah. You know, if you need anything, photography, documentary, he calls himself a documentarian actually. So yeah, that's what he does.
That's it.
As usual, I have my man Abdul Manan in the building. Yes, no, you forget some name.
I have names.
What name do they call you?
You call me Amando.
Amando Broya.
No, not the Broya.
Maradona.
Not Broya.
Yeah, Amando. That sounds better. Yeah. All right, guys. So from now on, he is Amando.
Yeah, man.
Guys, welcome to the show.
Thanks once again.
Super excited to have you again.
Yeah, we're happy to be here as well.
Yeah. So
it's not easy to be here. Some people have chosen to follow the wrong path.
The right side of the world.
Like wrong path. Charlie.
You know, if you are a Chelsea fan, you are blessed.
You are blessed.
Yeah. That one alone is blessing.
Yes.
Right. So, guys, we are still excited about our win against Club America.
Yeah.
And, you know, as usual, as we do on this channel, we want us to get into the performances of individual players, and then we see how we rate them. Exactly. Probably we can start with the asking how the formation was. We could start with the goalkeeper, then we come to, through till we get to the striker.
Right.
Yeah. And probably we can talk about the goalkeeper and then his substitute, who did better, then in that order. All right. So, first of all, Sanchez was our starting goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Right. How did Sanchez perform? Briefly, before you tell us how you rate Sanchez, how much over 10 you rate Sanchez?
He did some very good saves, which I was very happy about. And I think that his comfortability level has gotten improved, to a point where it's a positive. It used to be more like he sometimes doubted moves and all of that. But now I think that seeing what I saw yesterday, I think that we are going to see better of him in the coming season.
All right. So what do you rate Sanchez?
I'll give him a 7.
A 7
out of 10.
Okay. All right.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. Sanchez
did well, like my brother said. The early save that he made actually brought Chelsea back to the game. So I think Sanchez moving forward will have to, the improvement he will have to do is the distribution
of the ball
side of his game, which he needs to work on. But other than that, we all know he's a very good shot stopper. That one there is a fact. So to me, I also give him 7 because of the saves that he made earlier on the game. Yeah.
I think for me, looking at it from our tactical point of view, where we have a coach that wants him to play or wants his goalkeeper to play from the back. Yeah. I think he's doing that very well.
Yeah.
As I said, it's just about distributing the balls to into the
where it has to
go to and all of that. But I think yesterday I saw a bit of improvement.
Yeah.
There was a ball he kicked, and that was what almost that wasn't him. That was the second.
Oh that's true.
It wasn't him. It wasn't him. But then I think there's a bit of improvement in regards to how he plays from the back, and then as already he's very good. Yeah. I mean, stopping shots as well. So for me, I think I'll give him a 7 as well.
Right.
He did amazing. I mean, the first stop that he stopped was really very important. It would have been a goal, but for his
and that could have dampened our spirit.
Changed the whole game, the narrative. Yeah. So that was a really, and it was a world class save. Yeah. Any other keeper, it would have been a goal.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was the same goal. This guy,
Yamin
Lamar scored. I don't know against which team.
I think it was England. No,
it wasn't England. I think it was Germany also.
Yes, Germany.
It was Germany
or France, rather.
No, it was one of these guys. Yeah, it was France. That was when this guy was Rabiot was, talked about him before. And then when he scored, he started doing like, stop talking. I think it was against France.
Yeah.
It was similar.
Those kind of goals are very hard.
Very dangerous. Very dangerous.
Sometimes where it is placed, you know.
So I think Sanchez, all in all, did very well.
Yeah.
Now let's look at his replacement. What's the name? Jorgensen. Jorgensen came in, and for me, he did well because it's not easy to adapt to a team that you are just signing into. Exactly. I think he just came in, and then the next day he had. I mean, he had the opportunity to play
a couple of sessions.
Exactly, and when he even came in, you could see that the players were giving him trying to boost his confidence, shaking him up and down, trying to up his morale and all of that. So for me, for a first-time goalkeeper, I think he did very well. He kept a clean sheet.
Adaptation is a difficult thing.
Very, very difficult.
You need a certain level of mindset
to be able to
a whole lot
comfortable.
Yes. So I think all in all, like you are saying, he
did for me. He did very well. He did well, and
as the first time.
So for me, I think I'll give him a 6.5. I mean, he did amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so
and also looking at the aspect of him really being a better ball distributor than Sanchez. He was able to actually give a pass that almost cost a goal. If Broya was like
as sharp as we needed.
So I think a 6.5 is good. Is good for him. I don't know what you
yes. So from a tactical point of view, he is very, very comfortable with his foot. Like his passing. Even not the long range
just
distribution.
The playing from the back.
Yes. The way he will give the pass, you not expect it there. As if he's a midfielder or something. Yeah. He will place a pass in between two defenders.
I think I've seen something like that.
Pass. Yes. He's very good at that. So I think coming into yesterday's game, he did very, very well. Maybe he wasn't giving so much test when it comes to the shots and all that. But in terms of distribution of the ball, he's solid. So I think moving forward, he will definitely be Chelsea's number one. And then maybe Sanchez.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what I think. Easily. He will easily be the number one for Chelsea. Yeah. So I'll give him 6.
I think it's a good rating.
Yeah, I'll give him 6 because he only did more of the distribution. So I didn't see the saves to be able to conclude on that. So I'll give him 6.
Okay. All right. Well, I think he played his part, and seeing what he did, I'm sure in my heart that if he had been tested with the shots, he would have been up to the task and all of that. So I think I would want to give him to a 7 because the part he played was so instrumental into getting us to get that positive result. So I just think that I would give him a 7 as well.
All right, so let's get to the defense. Let's start from the right back. Our skipper, Reece James. I mean, we all know Reece James. We all know what he's capable of doing. Even with
our enemies also do. They also know.
Even with regards to this particular new system, he's being tested on. He hasn't been bad. He has really, been finding his best possible ways to, fit into the system as well. But then I think yesterday he played more of a little bit. He didn't play a lot of invention. He didn't invert a lot. Yeah. He was a lot more at the back and then helping keep the defense a bit more solid. And for me, I think Reece James any day, is always good at his position. Yeah. But then we are still waiting to see how going forward Maresca is going to use him, because a lot of fans, from what I've seen in comments and all of that, feels that Reece James is best at his right back position, running up and down the line and distributing crosses and all of that. Yeah. But probably the coach hasn't, he's trying something to see. But then let's see how things will go. I'm looking forward to see how he's going to use him going forward. Whether he's still going to try inverting him or he's just going to allow him to, and then it starts with invert with the left backs instead. Yeah. So for me, Reece James, I think I'll give Reece James a 7.5. He was good for me. I don't know what you think.
You see, I would like to say this. Reece James has no business as an inverter. He has no business there. He's a beast when it comes to the right back position. Bursting forward, delivering dangerous crosses and all that. Yeah. So I think the coach should consider inverting from the left only.
Okay.
Allow Reece James to do his thing. only maybe if he's not around, then Gusto will come in and then he can do the inverting better. But for his James, he has no business there. I don't know how he will look at it moving forward. So I think
because for me, I also think that inverting both fullbacks is very dangerous.
Yes,
because it's left with just the two centre backs who are either playing wide or trying to cover to stop opponents from scoring. And that is very, though they track back, but if the opponents are very fast, before they come, they're already scoring us.
And let's not forget, Reece James is not someone who is very pacey.
If
he's caught up there,
he's not very.
And then ball is
flown inside.
It's very difficult for him to retrieve early because he's building up and the pace is reducing. So I think Reece James is best as right back, and the coach should consider that.
Okay.
After rating, I'll rate Reece James 6.5 because he didn't really affected much in the game yesterday. Only the defensive side of the game. Yeah. So I think I'll give him 6.5.
6.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would want to give him a 7 also because I think that he played a role we needed him to play. He was there for composure. He was there for confidence.
Right.
To solidify the back. Yeah.
Yes. So Tosin is good, but Badiashile played a good game too. Yeah. But I think that there is James factor in trying to see that things are properly done, especially in the absence of our most experienced Thiago Silva, which we might not.
We really miss.
We might not be able to replace instantly. Yeah. I think Reece James has to always be at the back like he actually is, so that he only goes through the right, gives the dangerous crosses like you said, and then comes back. Yeah. But in all, like I said, I'll give him a 7 too.
A 7. Okay. Yeah. So who came in place of James? I think it was
Renato Vega.
Vega came for James. Yeah. So how did Vega fare for you?
He did okay. Like I always.
Vega came in place of James.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Gusto has to move back to the right.
To the right. Vega came. Okay. Yeah.
For the left
okay.
And before he. Gusto eventually got injured and
he went out. Yeah.
So I think I always rate him high because I've watched a couple of videos for him. I think he's a very strong, personality person, and he can also do the inverting as well. So he came in and he did so well. He blocked some shots and all that, made some strong challenges and then winning some balls. So I think he did okay. Maybe. He will need some more time to actually
adjust and
adapt well. So I think I'll give him 5 because he didn't really play too much. He just some couple of minutes.
Exactly. So for me, I didn't really see him a lot more. And I mean, but then from his profile, we have an idea what he can do and all of that. And just playing a couple of minutes alone is not enough for you to be able to give us that presence. So for me, I think I'll give him a 5 as well. I don't know what you give.
I would also give him a 5 because there are two ways to this. It's this way. Yeah, he was given a small amount of time, and in that time he did a lot. But it could also be that because the players he came to meet were actually tired. So there was little energy he needed to exert. Though he exerted a lot more energy from him, but then he got them at their worst stage and all of that. But I think, honestly, in my heart, from the videos and things we have seen, he's going to be a fantastic player.
He's a solid player.
He's a solid player. Sometimes you can be solid and come to a system that might not work for you. I think this is someone that would be able to adapt, adjust, and then play well for us.
He's very versatile. He can also play.
That's why I just have this thing that he would do a good job for us.
All right, so let's go to Tosin
Adarabioyo.
Excellent player.
Some people call him Adebayo because they can't mention it.
I loved him. He was there. He was solid. He was solid.
I think he was a Thiago Silva yesterday.
Yes. For me, I saw him to be my man of the match. Like, he was solid at the back. He was so solid. What I think he's still struggling is with his contribution in because of his height, going to head balls and all of this. He tried a couple of them, but then they didn't really materialize. But for the defense, he was just solid. He was just solid. I don't know what. Yeah.
Sometimes too, he might not exert so much energy up front because he knows that he has a task behind.
No, for up front, he's not even expected there. But then when there are crosses, because of his height, and usually a lot of centre backs with such heights are known for like very good headers in the air. You know, so I think that is what he actually, going there to, just try and get a goal and then come back and I even in the Black Stars, the era of John, what's the name?
John Mensah.
John Mensah. He used to do that a lot. Yeah. So I think that is what I was talking about. Yeah. So what would you rate Tosin?
10 will be a bit too much. I really loved him, but I'll give him a 9.
Yeah.
Give him an. I really loved him. I just felt like there was he even made other players look super good,
and he didn't make too many errors. Mistakes. Like he wasn't like extravagant. No. He was stable. Composed. He was calm. He was composed. Right. Yes. That was one thing I loved about him. He's not your overly kind of. No. He makes sure he didn't make mistakes.
I just pray complacency doesn't get into his head too much. Otherwise, he's going to be a fantastic.
And he was the first player Chelsea signed actually when Enzo Maresca came.
Yes.
And I think there is a connection there
between them.
He actually rejected a very good offer from the team he was and came on free transfer to Chelsea.
Wow.
So I believe there's a connection there. So I believe there's a reason why he wanted and there have been communication between him and the coach he felt that he had a good future in Chelsea. That's why he made that decision. So I think for me I'll give Tosin an 8. Like he was good. For me, he was very, very good. I don't know how you rate Tosin.
Okay, you see, Tosin is somebody I want to believe will come good for Chelsea.
Good for Chelsea.
It's a good bargain Chelsea did.
Yeah. Actually, he was a free transfer. So nothing.
Yes, and you see, what I also saw in the game was leadership from him. I saw leadership from him. He will be a natural leader. From a point that the penalty happened, you could see Noni Madueke pick up the ball to play the penalty.
He took it from Nkunku.
He said he came and then whispered something in his ear and then took the ball and gave it to Nkunku. That's a leadership quality. If you are not courageous, especially coming into a new team like this,
being a new person,
especially coming to meet them in the team and be able to regulate things,
and they actually respect you that much.
That means he has the quality. So I think he showed that yesterday, and then that's a plus. To his performance, I saw a couple of passes he tried. He tried giving. So I think. That's one of his qualities as well, the passing. If you look at his days at Fulham,
passing ability,
very good pass of the ball. So I think he showed that yesterday, and then strong in the air. He made some blocks, and then some heading clearances from the air, and then I think he did so well with that. So rating him, I will give him 8.5. Decent. It's a decent.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
So 8.5 is okay.
Who came in? I think he played full time.
Yeah, he
played full time. Yeah. And for me, that is telling that Enzo really wants him to play that position. He wants him going forward, and he just wants to test his physical ability of playing that long. All right, so now let's go to my man Badiashile. Oh man, like let me speak first because I've been on record to have bashed Badiashile for not we even said they should sell him.
Yeah.
But yesterday, come on, Badiashile was good, and that makes me feel that. It's actually, sometimes the pairing is also very important.
Definitely.
You get it?
Yeah.
He paired very well with Tosin.
Yeah.
Their communication was very good.
Yeah.
When you see the players inverting, you see them at the fullback.
Yeah.
When there is pressure, you see them coming and the other players coming back to support. Badiashile was calm. He was he played. His passes were also very good.
Yeah. And one thing I also realized is that even last season, he was always comfortable when Thiago Silva was around.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
You only find problems when Thiago is not around.
Yeah.
So I think he needs some. He just needs somebody
as solid
as.
And yesterday we saw that. We saw
that. So I think moving forward, even last year, I was suggesting that this guy is he really a defender? Sometimes he made some sloppy
mistakes,
like some avoidable mistakes, errors that cost Chelsea, and then he the next game he's there again. So I was wondering, what is the coaches?
What are they seeing that we are not seeing?
Badiashile they are not seeing. It came to a point I was suggesting that maybe they should move into the midfield because of his passing. He's a very good passer of the ball, very intelligent passes. So I was suggesting that why not push him into the midfield, at least the defensive midfield, like what Mourinho did to David Luiz. So that's what I was suggesting. But yesterday's game, he showed that no,
he needs to be at the back.
Yeah, he needs to be there.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I'll rate Badiashile. I'll give him a 7.5. Like 7.5 is good.
Are you taking your previous words back on
which
him?
one? No, I'm mixing my words. But he has to be consistent.
Right.
Exactly. Going forward, he has to be consistent.
One thing. Yes.
Because we can't be taking, good performances and bad performances.
So now it would also rely on the coach, seeing that this is who he works perfectly with. Yeah. Let that be a system. Yeah. Let that be the pair. Let that be. We are not saying other players are not as good as they might be, but sometimes it's good to have red and black give you a better color you want than orange and then yellow giving you a dull color that you might not want. They all do well in their respective fields, but if you see that this pair is better, let it be.
Let it be that way. Yeah.
So my rating for him would also be a 7.
I'll give him 7.5.
Yeah, I think he did.
He was solid.
He was solid.
Yes,
he was really solid.
Sometimes I think he has some fears in his tackles. One-on-one, duels.
Yeah.
He has some fear. I don't know whether it's because of his injury records. Sometimes he just don't want to go in fully. He'll relax a bit. And he's a bit slow. So the moment the attacker dribble pass, he's finished. That's mostly his problem.
So that's why I want to give some compliments to Tosin.
Yeah.
So the 7.5 you gave him, you see, I've taken the 0.5 and given it to Tosin to give him a 9. But he did very well. So he deserves
7.5.
But Badiashile was good. He was good. Yeah. So I think he was replaced by Fofana. Fofana. Yesterday he was better than previous, but he's still not that.
He just came back from a long injury.
Yeah.
So structure wise, he's
still not fit.
Coping, okay.
Yeah, you could see that in the previous game when he started, like he was a bit.
He was struggling. Yeah.
So you could see that
train wreck. God.
And I think it adds up to the results. We got on that day, because I could see that about 90 to 80% of the squad were the injured prone players. From him, Fofana to Lavia, Reece James, the Badiashile himself, and then Nkuku, they were all injury prone. I think so. They were a bit worried,
relaxed, and then
allow Celtic to just attack us. So I think Fofana. Yesterday he did some few tackles and a few passes. He's also a good passer of the ball as well. But I think the injuries are really affecting him. So I'll give him 5.
Yes, I think it's Fofana. My issue with the coach is that it is okay. Anybody can get an injury.
Yeah,
I was only not happy because he had started him in two preseason games, and we hadn't seen any from him. And we just needed to see what the shape of our team was. Now that we've seen it, if he comes in as a substitute to have that match fitness, I don't have a problem. But to keep playing players that we are not sure of was a problem for me. So when he came,
fans were already calling him out.
Yeah. You get the point.
Fans were already calling Fofana that they should just sell him and bring back Chalobah.
You yourself, as I said earlier on, preseason shouldn't just be trying to give players match fitness. Yeah. It's also to, see how your team will come together going into the season. But if all you do with preseason is to just try players, and how are you going to know what your team is going to be going into the season? So for me, that's why I was very happy with yesterday's game. For me, yesterday, Fofana coming in second half was okay. And you see that a lot of people are actually satisfied with that because the first team was able to give us, the result. Yes. So him coming in and giving
no pressure,
a decent performance, it was okay. So for me, I think I also give him a 5.
Yeah,
Fofana,
same here.
He still needs a lot of work. But he there's no doubt he's a quality player.
Yeah.
He just needs to pick himself up, do a lot more training, personal training to come back to fitness. And I think he'll be good.
I'm giving him the 5 too. I just think that he did well, but that would also come down to the point that Tosin was there and then all of that. So 5 is a deserved
5,
rating for him.
So I think that's okay. Fofana. He came for Fofana came in for Badiashile.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Malo Gusto. Gusto, my man. Man,
I call him the best backup right back in the world. The best right back backup.
Wow, like he was just from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he was already going.
He was going. He was. Oh my goodness, I was so impressed.
Running through the midfield with the ball, as if he's a winger.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Prior to yesterday's the Club America game, he played he came in for Reece James and played there.
Yes.
But I didn't really see a lot of him playing there. But yesterday, him starting at a different position altogether, he meant something. He wanted to do something.
He had control.
Damn.
He had control.
In the defense, attacking, he was just like going all out.
We already know when it comes to defending, he's good, especially 1v1.
It was difficult to pass him with the ball. So, very difficult.
Yeah. So it also came back to what I said earlier on, him having the comfortability to use his favorite foot when he's inverting into the midfield. Yeah. It flows like that. You could see it. He was quick with the ball.
He was going
just quick that through the middle, and he's a good ball controller. Malo Gusto has control of the ball wherever he is. So I think him being the inverter, will be an exceptional.
Rotating with Cucurella.
Yes.
On that, it will be a very good, 2 pair on that position for me.
Yeah. So I'll rate him 7.
7. Yeah. For me, I think I'll give Gusto a 7.5.
Me too. 7.5. I was just going to say
very well. Gusto did very well.
He did well. Yeah. Given the time and all of that parts he played, he did very well.
I think he actually called for a substitution.
When he went down,
he didn't want to stress himself too much. Well, hopefully, it's not really something serious.
No, I'm not sure because he walked normally.
Out.
So
but some of these injuries, you walk out.
It's not a concern.
It becomes a big problem.
I don't want the next press conference to hear he's out for 2 months.
No.
I believe
he's okay.
And one of our biggest issue last season was injury.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Injury.
Lots of it.
So we are praying that this season we don't have any issues with injury. So quickly, who came in for Gusto? Okay, so Ben Chilwell. Chilwell came in for
Chilwell for what?
Oh, he also did he made some amazing saves.
Blocks.
He blocked some that ball was a goal.
Prior to the game, the coach was actually saying his situation is a bit.
Yeah, he doesn't know where to play him.
But I think Chilwell will be best at the left central defense.
Okay.
If either Cowell or Badiashile is not
around.
He will be a good replacement there. Yes, because for him, he can't do the inverting. We all know. He's a typical left back. Always running along the line. So if that is not been able to establish this season, then he should be at the left center defense. Right.
So what will you give him?
Ben Chilwell?
Yeah.
I'll give him 5. Just because he made some blocks.
Yeah.
And those blocks were very important. So I'm giving him a 6.5.
For me, I'll give him a 6.
He actually 6.5.
So overall, the defense was really good. So solid. I'll rate the entire defense. I'll give the entire defense a 7.5.
I'll 8.5.
8.5.
I'm giving them a 9.
Oh, it was great.
Blogs.
No, let me revise. I'll give them an 8. An 8 is better. Yeah.
We had it as compared to the Celtic game, and then the improvements and everything you expected happening and all of that.
Massive improvement.
Massive.